looks next.
Well, Tim, what do you think of this Grenache?
I think it looks fantastic, Ted.
I think this is one of the best years we've had. It's a little more uniform. You may have noticed I thinned it down a little bit more than usual. A little cluster shaping,
We
not
can
so
see
large.
you dropped a lot of shriveled. So is these the grapes?
No,
that
these
you
are
dropped?
no.
Just
They,
extra.
they were
crop,
plump when they were dropped.
Ah,
They are now shriveled because
Okay.
they have been off of the vine
Okay.
for about a month with no
Gotcha.
life support. Right?
yeah.
So anyway, I'm guessing these are going to be right around 22 and a half bricks, you tell me, but we will be picking these in a couple of weeks, I bet.
I wouldn't be surprised next week.
Well, you could be right.
This is what Ryan and I were looking at. We picked a whole bunch here. We're going to analyze and send you the data by Monday,
All right.
and then we'll make a decision.
Well, I think I mentioned, but I'm happier with the Grenache this year than I have been maybe in the last, well, there was no last year because of the fire.
Yeah.
Smoke out last year, no Grenache last year.
Yeah.
But 2018, 2017, going back further, this is one of the better looking crops that I've
It does. It looks
pulled off here.
absolutely fantastic.
I'm looking for great things.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I tell everybody, what's your favorite wine to make, and it's
well,
my Stonetree Grenache.
is it really?
Yes, it is.
I had to talk you into Grenache.
I just love
What was
it.
it, about 15 years ago?
Yes, about it. It's probably been.
Well,
15.
Grenache is not the easiest one to grow. In fact,
Does it want to put out too much vegetation or too much
no,
crop?
it just wants to crop.
Yeah.
It's a large cluster variety by nature,
Yeah.
and so it requires some management to get it down to a manageable size. Plus, it's a finicky grape. It's called the bitch.
Ah.
They call it the bitch because it's hard to grow. And
Does it have
According-
a clone? Is it a clone number? Or
well, this is clone 3.
clone 3?
I can't
Is
tell you.
that one of the standard ones?
It
in the
is.
state? Yeah.
It is a standard clone. It came from California originally, from the California Grape Registry system. I can't tell you right now without consulting the registry where these mother vines actually came from, but ultimately they probably would have come from France. The Rhone of France.
Yeah.
But they probably were sourced some vineyard in California and put in the system. They're given a number. In this case, it's 03, clone 3, and there are like a few clones. But this is kind of a standard. I was, what was it? This is a 2002 planting, 2003 planting maybe. There was no place in Washington State or in the Pacific Northwest where you could get Grenache.
Right.
So I had to go to California and get them, and that's what we used to have to do then. Now we have a local source, locally funded, locally
Mother block
produced.
at WSU?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A virus cleanup program,
Yeah.
squeaky clean production
Excellent.
stock, and that's what I recommend everybody do. Plant clean Washington certified stock.
Excellent.